going on, guys? Today on the YouTube channel I am making a new product. I got this intercom mount bracket that uses the rugged remote head intercom and mounts it below the radio. Let's get into how I designed it, made it, and packaged it to sell. Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we are designing a new product. So here is the problem. So the regular mount that you get from Rugged for the intercom, your radio goes up here on top, intercom goes here on the bottom. Well, you lose out on a lot of rocker switch space. Well, Rugged came out with the new rocker switch intercom that has the face up here, so all these same functions right here on the face, but the whole intercom body can be mounted wherever you want. So all this part gets mounted is all down here, and you can put this wherever. Well, the problem is, where do you mount this thing? On some cars, it's kind of a pain. And they come with a little bracket, which Hey, quick pause in the video. I just made some cool new t-shirt designs. Here they are. Go check them out on the website in the merch section and buy one and help me spread my brand. And let me know some more ideas and I'll make some cool products. And if you need any Rugged Radios products, go to my website, use discount code CamoBuilt 20 at checkout and you'll receive 20% off of all your Rugged stuff. Now, back to the video. Probably have one over here. Oh, let's see, this one. So it comes with this mount, which clips in here. This goes in here, 2 bolts. That's super cool. You can mount it wherever you want. That's really handy. But let's say you don't have a place to put this guy. They don't make a great solution for it, so I decided to design my own. So you can use this rocker switch face that they sell, and then you only use in one rocker switch hole, so you get 3 more rocker switch holes here. And I wanted a place to mount it, so I'm like, can we just do something, well, let's see here, something like this and mount it like right underneath. Try to push it as far forward. Rocker switches can still go around each side of this cable just fine, and do that. So I went over, I designed on Fusion a couple different options. So you can see here I did like a little bit different of a bend and tried a couple different things. This one was like really close, so I made a couple changes to it, and then just went over to SendCutSend and had them cut, bend, and powder coat me a few sets of these to sell. So I just got that one in. Let's check it out. Not to mention, this went really fast. I think I ordered this like 4 or 5 days ago. So they were able to take my order. You get candy. Oh, look, we're almost to Valentine's Day. Some little Valentines with the SendCutSend cardboard on it. Isn't that cute? So here is our parts. From computer to cut, bent, and powder coated. And I even got them in a textured black, so they are pretty much identical. Dang, that is close. That's like identical to what Rugged does. Man, that looks good. So let's get this bolted up. So this guy is the left side. Goes right on top. those holes will line up there. So, got hardware from boltsandnuts.com. If anybody from this company wants to hook me up with a little bit of a sponsorship, dealer account, whatever, what have you, I really like them. I use all their 3mm stuff here too. For all my little plastic parts, I use the 3mm. So, couple Allens. Get that a little, leave that a little loose so we can move it around. I like to put these M1 radios in to where you can like just read this logo on the front. So slide that right there, crank that one down. Don't over tighten these guys. A lot of people strip out the aluminum because it's just cast aluminum into this radio housing. So there's that side. Actually, yeah, so I will take Intercom, make sure it's going the right way. It's just two 6mm bolts here. Put this side on. Nylock nuts. And then we're gonna slide this guy up, bend that cable just a little bit, get as tight as we can here. Ratchet. Spread these bolts out so we get as much gap here, but you can see I slotted these so you have a lot of adjustability on this one. That turned out pretty good. Looks nice. And now, yeah, just gotta get the other side on, and then she'll be dialed, and then this guy can just go drop right in and you have an intercom mount. Does look a little tight here. I don't know if you're going to be able to use a rocker back shell on this though. That'd be about the only thing. If you have like the back shells that slide on, might be a little tight on the side, like right in here, to be able to get two rocker switches in there. But I think if you use the rocker or the rugged intercom control on like one of these, and if you have one that doesn't have a rocker, like a back shell on it, then I think you'll be pretty decent there. But you could also slide this thing back a little further if you have the room behind, you know. Just depends on what you have behind, depends on the car. We currently have one of these set up pretty similar in Butter's X3. And I think it has, if you remove that little panel behind the dash mount on the X3, then you can have a lot more room behind for all the cables, and that works pretty well. Alright, let's throw the other side on. Man, it's nice how they vacuum seal this. They got it all rubber bands together. Real nice. And man, they are fast. These guys sent me these parts in less time than it took to get a quote from somebody else that was local here. So Gosh, I really want to use somebody local. I love using local guys, but when they have service that's that good and that fast, you can't beat it. Same with boltsandnuts.com. Those guys ship out super fast as well, which is really nice. Especially where we live, we don't have any Amazon. We don't have an Amazon distributor, and Amazon has been like 2 weeks lately. And these guys pretty much ship out like the same day. And SendCutSend was like 5 days, 5 or 6 days to get like order, cut, bent, and powder coated to me. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, that is nice. My first iteration, I didn't have enough gap here for this guy on this one. There wasn't enough gap from the intercom up to here for this other bracket. So I think that'll be good. Only thing we're gonna run into on this one is this bracket doesn't extend over. So it's gonna try to pull here a little bit. So I may have to like send this with a washer or something to put in the middle of there so it can kind of pull down. We'll see. This is just V1, but I'm gonna list them here on the website and you guys can order them if you want. If that's something you think would be cool. And if you like this kind of stuff, the design, me showing the whole process and stuff, let me know. I'll make more of that kind of content for the channel. Yeah, I think if we could just get a washer in there, that'd be good to be able to suck that thing down on. I think I had one here. What did I do with that? Oh, there it is. Nope. Knew that was gonna happen. Alright. There we go. Got it. Again, just nice, just snug. No need to over tighten these guys. They will strip out on you. So, spread those guys out on the slots. Damn cobalt wrenches. I always go backwards on these ratchets. And then I might need to get a little longer bolt. It'd be nice to see just like another couple threads. So I used a 12, so I'll probably get a 14 mil bolts for these. These nuts are pretty tall with the nylock in the flange. I kind of measured off of and ordered based on this nut with a washer, and these guys are way shorter, so that would definitely work, but I like the flange nuts. So there she be. Looks pretty good. Nice and tight up in here. Speaker on the bottom of the radios ain't gonna work too well, but that's all behind anyways. Nobody's using that with an intercom. I think it'll work. Let's throw another rocker switch in here just to see. So, take this one. Oh, these guys fit so tight in here. There it goes. So, see, you can fit 2 rocker switches in there. I think just the back shell is going to contact the side of this. So, that'd be about the only thing. Yep. But like I said, if you put that guy, put the rocker switch controller right next to it, and then you only have to have one switch that's kind of a little on that edge, I think it'll be okay. Just all depends on what you're putting in there. But man, that is so nice to just be able to have them out there on this nice black powder coat. They look good. So, thanks for... Alright, so I got a bunch of labels printed. We're gonna bag these things up and put some labels on them and get them ready to sell. So I think we should probably wrap these guys up with something. So, good thing I hang on to all the random shipping material that I get with packages that I get shipped in, so I don't have to go buy stuff. Look at that. Do maybe something like that. Protect these things, and then once I ship them out, I'll put them in something a little bit better. But this at least gets us set to hang it on the shelf. Yeah, I think that'll work. Some hardware in a little bag. Let's see, we need 4 of these. We need 4 of these. And we need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, there you go. Got her bagged up. Now to just do 5 more of them, and they are up on the website. Got the whole page on there. There's a few of my other products I make and sell. All in-house in here. All the info is on there. I put them up for $58. Hopefully we can get them down a little bit lower. If I get a few people start buying them, I can order them in a bigger quantity and get the price down. But that's kind of where I have to be, because stuff is expensive when you want it made in the US and not made in China. Alright, well, there you have it. We got a packaged, ready to sell part. It's up on the website. They're $58 right now. I know it's a little bit high for 2 brackets, but that's kind of where I'm at because I had to buy 6 of them. If I can go in and buy more, I can get it at a lower price. So if I can sell some of them, I can go in and buy a bigger quantity, get it down a little bit lower. But, you know, as it is, at least, hey, we're using a US company in Nevada out of Reno, SendCutSend. And they have really great customer service. They do things really fast, and they get it shipped out fast, all ready to go. And then I'm designing it and everything, packaging and shipping it out of Oregon. So if you like to support US companies and small guys, then I really appreciate that, because I want to grow bigger and I want to make more products and build cool shit for you guys. So be sure to go like and subscribe and comment if there's something that you want me to build, or you got an idea or something around. I do a lot of the rugged kind of stuff, a lot of side-by-side stuff, and you know, pretty much a little bit of everything. So let me know. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.